Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Morgan Phenix coming to you from Stanley, Virginia. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. I'm going to struggle through this video a little bit. I'm down to only one hand to struggle with the keyboard, and I want to talk to you about that a little bit. It has a bearing on the course itself, and I need some help from you a little bit. Okay, we're going into week 3. This is a really important week. You have a single assignment. It's not a big point assignment, 100 points, but it's something that will assist you in your week 8 as well, plus your dissertation. This is your evaluation of a literature review. Okay, you're going to have to go and find a dissertation somewhere. Maybe you already have one in mind, and pull that person's literature review, which is the author's statement about the foundations, the historical research foundations of what it is he or she is writing about. Okay, in other words, our ideas don't come from nowhere. We're not typically in doctoral studies. We're not typically involved in a pure creative venture that has its roots only in our own heart and mind. Okay, there's going to be a family of researchers and a history of researchers that have gone before, and that is what you're to do here in this assignment. You're to go and find a dissertation and look at that literature review chapter. Typically, it's the second chapter in the dissertation or so, somewhere near the front there, stating the background of the idea of the thesis, okay, and who goes before you, who you're building your work on, okay, and so find a dissertation that is, and hopefully it'll be a dissertation that be in your field and or close to what it is you have in mind to do for your dissertation, and evaluate the literature review. And once again, there's a rubric for this, and these are the important pieces of the literature review. And of course you'll understand the value of this for your own literature review in your dissertation. Okay, and there's a rubric for this, and then likewise, and for week 8, a very specific grading rubric for your own literature review, and you're going to provide that in week 8, and take it from there. So week 3 and week 8 are tied together. Operate from the assignment instructions and from the rubric. The rubrics are very clear, and they indicate the pieces of a well-crafted or a poorly crafted literature review. I'm going to leave it at that. I want to thank you very much for your responses to my comments at the end of last week's video. They were very moving for me. I think that we do have that moment in time with those creatures and with those people and with those opportunities, a moment in time where everything seems to fall into place. We also have those moments in time where out of the blue a truck with 20 or 30 huge square bales. Those are the 3 by 4 by 6 foot bales. Where you meet a truck on the highway and they haven't tied them down properly. Okay, and luckily there were people behind that truck that could report what happened, because I don't remember anything of the accident except for the moment when the trooper said they were going to cut the door off of my car. I came to for about a minute or so while he tried to explain to me not to be afraid as they would saw the door off of my car. They couldn't get me out, and it was really something. The highway was closed down for a couple hours. And my grandson was in the car with me. No problem there. No damage. And knock on wood, I have only the broken arm and a couple of pins and plates in my arm there. So that's it. But here's the problem. I'm going to struggle through this course, and I'd like to continue working at Liberty University, and I want to be sure that I'm giving you proper value for your time. I will not be able to write to type a lot of responses to your work in the course from this point forward. However, I'm going to try to put a little bit of extra value into the videos if I can, and make the class worthwhile enough. Or I would like to also ask if you have any ideas as to what I could do in the video, particularly to provide you with either feedback from the week before or looking forward to the assignments coming up. It would help me to decide whether I want to continue at Liberty in the coming term. I've got this cast on for a little while, and like I said, I really it's nearly impossible to do any work at the keyboard. It's all one hand, left hand. All right, I'll leave it at that. So any ideas you have, um, in my heart, I'll give you extra credit for it. But it's true. We never know from one moment to the next when good fortune, and typically it's good fortune, and we can also recast even what appears to be bad fortune, or misfortune. We can typically translate it into something good. So I'm going to start slowing down. I've been running like crazy with other people's business and schedules and appointments, and it's time to slow down, I think, maybe for an old guy. I'm going to leave it at that. I got a dog here. Did I show you Gracie ever? This is Gracie. By the grace of God. By the grace of God. We're not a dog. We're not a dog. By the grace of God, we have bigger things to do than to bark and to eat. To pee and poop. So, alrighty. I think that's it for today. God bless you all. Thank you for your steadfast. Hope I'm not forgetting anything here, but do understand that we're tying week 3 together with week 8. They're really, really important, and that final literature review is a big assignment. Alrighty, leave it at that. I feel a little disjointed, but it's going to be good enough. I want to thank you, and we'll catch you next time, Lord willing. Bye bye.